All right, cyber traders, welcome on back to close out the week this Friday, February 18th, shortly after 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time, and welcome on back here for our afternoon meeting. Great to see Chuck C loud and clear. Chuck Z with a call out just before him. Draftkings pushing up a bit. Market's trying to make a small bounce heading into this afternoon. Great to see the mics in tandem. Chris, Lewis, loud and clear from all, and all of us, I'm sure, joining us just coming up in the next couple of seconds. But great to see all of us as well on social media, Facebook Live or YouTube, folks. We got to go right into it here because we have a pretty exciting afternoon, but we also have class finishing up phase 1, lesson number 4 for all of us live inside the trading room, at least, or rather I should say any of our bronze, silver, or gold students, and of course platinum, diamond, all of our students nonetheless. You have access to the phase 1 course this afternoon. We're going to be talking all about journaling. Not the most exciting topic to talk about, right? Well, we're going to break down really why we need to journal. Listen, if you're a longtime student here of CTU like Kathleen or Lewis or Michael D, it's to say, hey, you folks know why we need to journal, but how could we progress? How can we become better traders by going through our journals, on downtime? So that's what we're here to talk about this afternoon, right at 3:05 Eastern. I know that Rich just posted the link for the class right there in the chat board. All right. So for Henry, Lewis, Chris, Chuck, all of us otherwise, just make sure that you click that link before we begin. But let's hop right into it, though. We have GoCo. It's on the screen. It's not necessarily the fastest mover. It's at the highs. It's up 17+%. So, hey, we only hope to see a stock like this make not only a bigger push, but perhaps a bit faster of a push heading into the market close. The issue on this trade is that although it's at the highs, it's not really trading a lot of volume per minute. At least looking at the order book right now, the stock's trading about 8,000 shares a minute. And if we stop seeing, or if we see less and less volume being traded over the next couple, that number is only going to drop off. So I'm not fully committed to this GoCo trade yet. It's more of like a level 1 stock. Don't get me wrong. It doesn't hurt us to put this on our list, but I'd rather follow at least, some of the ones that are making better moves right now. Mark S inside our live trading room just picked up 17 cents on Redfin, RDFN. We'll go to that one just on the loser side. That's number 10. So nice catch from Mark. And, hey, that one could very well be on our list here coming up. All right, so we'll start off with the top percent gainer here. This one we're not going to put on our list for obvious reasons. This thing looks like a train wreck. This Sky H trade, this obviously ended up making a big move today early in the morning, but it reminds us of the CPTN trade yesterday afternoon, as we were finishing up the audio commentary, here in the office, I was telling Rich Lizza, at least, I was like, this is going to be an ugly drop the next day. It's easy to say that it was right there, but for a stock like Sky H, it's a very similar type of pattern in the sense that when it ended up reopening off of a halt, it instantly ended up getting halted again, and then after that again, and then after that, it was just very choppy and messy. And for right now, this stock isn't worth it here. But a stock that may be worth it, Hook. We have another push on Hook here. Ended up making a nice pop, at least heading into Wednesday afternoon this week. Took a breather yesterday, and then obviously here this morning made a nice push upon the market opening up. And then for right now, it's still near the highs, right? It's trading about 82,000 shares a minute. So looking at the order book that you see there, that's actually a decent amount of volume right now. So hopefully this Hook trade can give us one more push. I would be more inclined to put this on our watch list here. And then we have Brian inside Cyber Group. A couple of us picking up some good trades here at this time. Brian picking up 42 cents on stock QSI. He got in from 418. It's a steady, easy trade. Well, that one's on the gainers list, I think, right? Yeah, number probably 13 here. Probably we'll jump to that in a bit. So nice trade from Brian, and let's see what else we got. Definitely a nice push on the SPY right now, for what it's worth. NRGV not doing a whole lot here, and we'll kind of just skim through. I definitely want to jump to that QSI that Brian just got out of. MTech still holding near the highs. You could say the same, with this as I said on Hook. This one's trading about 13,000 shares a minute. That number will probably drop off in a bit, but that means it's actually trading good volume comparative to what you see on the order book right now. If I put Hook on our list, I feel like I definitely should put this MTech for right now on the watch list. All right, what else we got here? KPTI. I don't know why why I was having trouble saying that. Ended up making a nice push earlier today. It's actually a familiar name. We've done really well on KPTI more off than on, but over the years, like, I've been here 7 to 8 years now. It's like, on and off, you would see the stock come out with like pharma news of some variety. We would see these big 100% moves at points. So at least it's a stock that we know fairly well, and it's trading good volume here. Also shortable, so if it fails to break higher, then perhaps the opportunity could be seen on the way down. So it just is a tradable stock for the meantime. I'll come back to this at the very end. Put this on the side list. Odds are I'll actually put this on the main watch list, but I definitely want to jump to QSI. I want to jump to some of the stocks that may move with the market, like the AMC trade, perhaps. That one was a great short from this morning. Obviously, Draftkings we did really well on today as a short. So yeah, we'll come back to this at the end if we need to. AMPL, here we go. This one's a no-brainer. AMPL, right back on our list here. Looking really strong for the afternoon. Ended up making a big drop yesterday. It's making what we call the dead cat bounce, abbreviated DCB. Pushing up to 20 right now. So yeah, definitely. Yeah, this one's expensive. It's funny. My trader's dyslexia, folks, gets the best of me sometimes. I thought this was APRN, Blue Apron, not APPN. A little expensive at least, but nice push for the afternoon, I reckon. But it's a Friday. I want to just kind of keep within price range. And this takes me right to QSI. All right, so QSI is making a steady move, as Brian commented. It looks good. I mean, it's trading about 5,000-6,000 right now per minute. Order book looks, not too thick, so that's a good sign. So yeah, for right now, QSI I'll put on the list here. See what else we got here. I'm in one trade right now, folks, and I mean, for people inside the live trading room like Mike or Chuck or Henry, Kathleen, Lewis, I mean, I've been commenting only on a couple of stocks throughout the afternoon. You could probably take a quick guess. We'll jump to it in a bit. Might get stopped out on the second half of my position. Held on for a little while, but did pretty good through the day. We took care of our chores, our errands early in the morning. Able to play around a bit right now. So I got out of part of my position on the stock that I'm currently in, but I still have half left. SLQT, nice little push right now. This one's actually doing all right. And what's piquing my interest more for this type of stock is, pretty much the same reason that we were following, what was it, the AMPL, the dead cat bounce, ended up dropping off probably from the end of last week. It seems like, just dropped from like 7 all the way down to 3 sub, and right now pushing up for the meantime here. So I don't know if it's ready to fill the gap, but perhaps this could be a decent trade. I don't mind putting this on our list here. Also is shortable, so if it fails, then I guess that could be an opportunity as well. All right, I think that just about does it on the gainer side here. Just checking out all these others at the bottom for right now. Hey, folks, if there's anything else that's making a decent move up that's actually on the gainer side, type it in the chat board. Let me know. But otherwise, let's hop on over to the losers list here. ISPO, we're not going to follow. CPTN, Dunzo, ANGH, same thing. I'm just going to skip over those. Roku, just want to check in with it. Obviously, a pretty expensive stock, but for as much as it dropped off from after hours yesterday, this would be the exception when we would look to follow a more expensive trade. We've done that, of course, here in the afternoons before on stocks like Square or PayPal more recently. And Roku isn't exactly near the lows or the highs, so that's more the main reason why I'm not going to put this on our list. If this was, closer to the lows or trying to make a dead cat bounce on the way up, then I would see more reason for us to put this on our list, but we'll keep it moving. Same here on Blaze. The stock I'm in right now is just making a great move for me back down again. So we're going to jump to that next. Redfin. So Mark picked up 17 cents on Redfin at least. This is not the stock I'm in, but hey, it's making a decent move up. It's just very tradable, like the KPTI, right? So I would group this with the KPTI kind of just on the top of the side list, if you know what I mean there. And hey, in particular, if you're Mark or if you're someone else that's done pretty well on this trade through the day, I'm sure you would be more, gravitated to it personally for the afternoon, right? And there would be no harm doing that, right? It's very tradable stock still, this RDFN. All right, let's get to it. Draftkings. Currently short right now from 1831. I've been short. Very similar play, almost carbon copy play as Palantir yesterday, except for the fact that Palantir was even steadier as a short heading into the afternoon than this. But right now, this just ended up re-breaking under a major support level at 18. So this could be a really good sign right now for continuation. Would have to make sure 18 holds as resistance. And if not 18 itself, then perhaps just the VWAP, the volume weighted average price at 1809. But man, this was a really good short from earlier today, folks. Literally for the same exact reason. I shorted PLTR yesterday. I shorted this today. And it's not just because of the earnings and it was down from the after hour or down from pre-market this morning. That's part of it. But in terms of volume, right? And I'll tell you what, I'm going to go over this trade in particular in the journaling class at 3 o'clock. So that's any more of a hook to get you into the phase 1 course later on this afternoon. We'll go over this stock. I'll explain my actual reasoning for why I took this trade, and we'll journal it. All right. With that said, Draftkings will put on our list. I wouldn't have been as inclined to put this on our list, to be very transparent, if it didn't just drop right back down. That's why I'm really emphatic about this. This just rebroke a big support level at 18. So, that's the reason why I'm going to commit to this more for you folks. I think this could be a great trade for you folks since the close. Now, it just needs to hold this 18, though. If it breaks back over 18, then there's a good chance I get out on the second half of my short position. And, perhaps from there it can make another run back up. But follow the S&P, follow the SPY here, namely heading into the afternoon. Laser, LASR, familiar name at least. Not doing a whole lot right now. Dropped off big early this morning. I think that's just about it, folks. I see Clean Spark down big. I'll at least check that one out. Familiar name from, I think, last week. Ended up making a nice drop off this morning as a short. So, this is tradable. I'm not going to be as committed to this, though. I even like KPTI or Redfin more than this one. But, folks, what else you got for me here? I think this just wraps it up for me. I think that's all I have for you. Got someone on YouTube today, Ashen. Welcome aboard, Ashen, saying DTSS is up 20%, but even FinViz doesn't show up on the gainers list. Okay, so maybe DTSS not popping up for us here. Wow, good call. Yeah, well, it's number 5 right now. Maybe I personally skipped over it. Maybe I just quickly glanced at that gainers list and kept going. Maybe at the time I didn't think there was enough volume, but it's at the highs. Ashen, this is a really good call from YouTube right now. In the sense of just at the highs. And right now, I wish it was trading a little bit more volume per minute, but the order book is not really that filled in. It's kind of more on the thin side. So, you know what? This DTSS, I'm sold. I like it so far. From Mitch, welcome back, Mitch. There we go, man. Sound or Sant, however you may nickname it. SOND just popped up and got halted, up over 15% right now. It seems like just like one of these other runners that we've had from the last 36 hours, right? Sky H or the ANGH, ISPO, CPTN. So be really careful on this type of stock. But given what we've seen so far from the latter half of this week, it's hard to not put this on our watch list. No problem at all, Ashton. You as well. Enjoy your weekend. Remember, folks, keep in mind, markets are closed for Monday, President's Day, so we're not going to be live on Monday. All right. That's just about it for me, folks. I got nothing on Bitcoin because I already talked your ears off about Bitcoin. I'm back on Wednesday, and so far, everything is playing out picture perfect. So, obviously, markets took a hit the last, day and a half, and with that, Bitcoin's pulled back. It's dropped off quite a bit, and it's exactly at the 40,000 level that we were talking about for the last 2 to 3 weeks, right? With these videos that I've been pumping out on YouTube. So if you haven't seen it yet, just go right to the YouTube link I just posted inside the YouTube stream. And for all of us inside Cyber Group, same deal. Give us a thumbs up, give us a subscribe on YouTube if you haven't already. We're going to be putting out these types of videos pretty much every week going forward. All right. But that's all you got for me here this afternoon, folks. So for all of us on Facebook Live, for all of us on YouTube, enjoy the weekend. Again, markets are closed on Monday. Any questions that you have, please let me know. Send it right on over to josh@ctutrading.com. For Chuck, Brian, Leda, Mark, Jeffrey, all of us just otherwise here inside the trading room, I look forward to speaking to most of us live in class just in about 20 minutes. Take care.
Become a Cyber Group member today. Just click the link below and receive all these amazing products and a world of knowledge for just $9. Do it today.